global geologic unrest, Yellowstone's fiery awakening, and Russia's explosive surprise. August 2025, from the steaming basins of Yellowstone to the icy volcanoes of Russia's Far East, the Earth is speaking and scientists are listening. In a span of mere weeks, our planet's deep forces made themselves known, a hydrothermal eruption and the appearance of a new thermal feature in Yellowstone National Park. A swarm of over 100 earthquakes beneath the caldera and thousands of kilometers away, the violent reawakening of Mount Krasheninnikov in Kamchatka after 600 years of silence. Yellowstone, a new thermal feature born in silence. In the early months of 2025, geologists from the United States Geological Survey (USGS) were performing routine maintenance in the Norris Geyser Basin, one of Yellowstone's most volatile geothermal zones. What they discovered was anything but routine. Nestled within an area known as Tree Island, a brand new thermal pool had formed icy blue, eerily calm, and about 13 feet wide. Satellite images confirmed that no pool existed in December 2024. But by mid-February 2025, a full-fledged thermal spring had emerged, steaming into the frigid Wyoming air. The water temperature hovered around 109 F-3C, and signs of hydrothermal explosions were evident in the shattered earth surrounding the feature. Acoustic monitoring stations had detected mysterious popping sounds around Christmas Day, suggesting small underground steam explosions that did not produce significant earthquakes. These sudden pressure releases likely tore open the Earth's crust, allowing boiling groundwater to escape to the surface. While dramatic, scientists explained that this behavior is not unusual in Yellowstone, where subterranean forces are constantly reshaping the landscape. "This is Yellowstone being Yellowstone," said Dr. Michael Poland, USGS scientist in charge of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. New hydrothermal features can appear almost overnight and vanish just as quickly. Seismic swarm beneath Yellowstone. Is the supervolcano waking up? While the thermal feature drew attention on the surface, seismic instruments deep below were registering something else. A rapid swarm of more than 200 earthquakes over the span of just 10 days, centered approximately 13 kilometers 8 miles northeast of West Yellowstone, Montana. The largest tremor registered at magnitude 3.3, but most were too weak to be felt by humans. Though alarming to the public, the USGS emphasized that Yellowstone frequently experiences such swarms, often driven by the movement of fluids, gases, and geological faults rather than magma. In fact, over half of all earthquakes in Yellowstone occur in swarms. Still, the timing raised eyebrows. First, a hydrothermal explosion, then hundreds of earthquakes. Could this be a sign that the Yellowstone supervolcano, one of Earth's largest and most dangerous volcanic systems, was stirring? No, assured USGS volcanologists, there's no sign of imminent eruption. These swarms are common and natural, but they remind us that Yellowstone is a dynamic and living system. Across the globe, Mount Krasheninnikov awakens in a fury Yellowstone trembled. Another geological event unfolded on the Kamchatka Peninsula in eastern Russia. Following a massive 8.8 magnitude offshore earthquake on July 30, 2025, scientists began closely watching nearby volcanoes, fearing a possible chain reaction. Just days later, their fears were realized. Mount Krasheninnikov, a massive stratovolcano that had remained dormant for 6 centuries, erupted violently on August 3rd. A towering plume of ash and gas surged over 6 kilometers 20,000 feet into the sky. Glowing lava burst from the summit crater, painting the snow-covered slopes in orange hues. Ash rained down on the remote Krasheninnikov Nature Reserve, forcing the evacuation of field researchers and prompting aviation warnings across eastern Siberia and Alaska. The last known eruption of Krasheninnikov occurred sometime around the early 1500s, with no confirmed activity in modern history. The 2025 eruption is now considered one of the most significant volcanic events in recent Russian history. Russian scientists believe the eruption may have been triggered by the stress changes in the crust caused by the 8.8 quake, a rare but well-documented phenomenon in tectonically active zones. This was not just a coincidence, said volcanologist Andrei Volkov of the Kamchatka Volcanic Institute. The Earth's crust is like a tightly wound spring. A major earthquake can set off a domino effect, especially in regions already primed for eruption. A planet in flux. From Wyoming to Kamchatka, these events underscore a profound truth: our planet is alive. Yellowstone's hydrothermal eruptions and Krasheninnikov's awakening are not isolated incidents, but chapters in the ongoing story of Earth's geologic heartbeat. These geological tremors serve as reminders that beneath our feet, vast systems of molten rock, boiling water, and grinding tectonic plates are constantly in motion. Scientists continue to monitor Yellowstone's supervolcano with state-of-the-art instruments, while in Kamchatka, volcanologists are expanding surveillance of other volcanoes near the quake epicenter, fearing Krasheninnikov may not be the last to wake up. Quick facts. Event location: key facts. New thermal feature: Yellowstone Norris Basin discovered February 2025, 13 feet wide. 109F, likely formed from small hydrothermal explosions. Earthquake swarm: Yellowstoner to 100 quakes in 10 days. Max M3.3, common but closely monitored. Hydrothermal active Yellowstone sensors detected underground steam bursts around December 25th.